How's it going, everyone, and welcome to my official album tier list of 2023, where today I ranked all the albums and EPs I reacted to this year. Now I do have some things I want to say to everyone who watches my video before we get into this, so if you don't care to hear my rant, then you can just skip to the timestamp right here to go to the first album. But yeah, it's honestly been a great year for the channel, from discovering tons of amazing artists and bands that I wouldn't even had glanced at before making these videos, to getting shoutouts by artists such as Ren, to even being followed on TikTok by Sarah Conthrans. Geez, we even hit 3,000 subscribers and 500,000 views this year alone. Like, I know to most people that doesn't really seem like much, and I'm sure it's not much, but to me it's honestly amazing, and I couldn't have done any of this without you guys. So to all the people who have supported my content over the years, and even to the person watching this now who just discovered my channel through this video, I just wanted to take a moment to truly say thank you. You guys truly don't know how much it means to me every time you guys interact with my videos and live streams, and it really motivates me to continue doing what I love, which is making content and improving my channel. But next year I do have tons of plans, such as new marathon ideas, new content ideas in general, and just a lot of ideas that can expand my horizons in more than just music. But I will admit something, making content is honestly very tiring for me due to some personal situations I'm in, so I want to say sorry for all the times I've been incredibly late to uploads, and to the point where sometimes I would even promise multiple times where I would do live streams and then cancel them last minute. But I promise next year I'm going to do better with my time management, and I promise that's not going to happen as frequently anymore. So yeah, I do hope you guys enjoy my final video of 2023 because I worked really hard on it, and I'll see y'all in 2024. But starting right off the bat, we have SOS by SZA. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to listen to, let me actually just pull that up real quick. This is what I want to do. I'm going to listen to her biggest song on the album, and then I'm just going to choose a random one. This is like one of the only songs that is released this year that has been like overly streamed, that genuinely hasn't gotten bad or like hasn't gotten old, like it's genuinely still such a good track. Dude, the production on this song is so good. Still full diamond track, that is amazing, absolutely love that track. Now we're gonna play my favorite song, which is Nobody Gets Me. This song, beautiful. Honestly, this whole album is just so good. I absolutely love the production on this album. That's something I will say. Like, it's such like a versatile album because you have your R&B, you have your rap, you have your more acoustic songs like this, right? You have your little poppy songs. Like, it's such a versatile album. Ooh. Oh my god, this is good. That's so amazing. Gonna give that another diamond. Love that. Now I didn't actually react to this album when it first came out. I actually just listened to it on my own, but I still love this album. But yeah, no, there's no doubt about it. This album's amazing. I loved it. I do know that technically this album came out last year, but most people are considering it a 2023 album, since not only it came out at the end of the year, but it got popular this year, so I'm gonna count it. But yeah, amazing album. Love it. Okay, so next up we got This Is Why. Now, funny thing, I actually got the vinyl right there. Actually, it was my first vinyl I ever gotten. Little fun fact, but I actually really love this album. So we're gonna listen to the biggest track on the album, and then my favorite track on the album. I was listening to it a lot, like in the beginning of the year when it came out. I love the vocals on this track. Yeah, it's such an earworm song. Woo. This is so good. Dude, I absolutely love this like bridge to the song. Oh, this is so good. I love this song so much. Yeah, no, I still absolutely adore this song. It is 100% diamond. Love it. Holy crap. Lyrically, that was amazing. I think instrumentally, that's amazing. Production value, her vocals are insane. Like, everything about that song is like insane. Actually, this and Figure 8 are my favorite. Ooh, she freaking has some amazing vocals. Yeah, no, that's still 100% diamond. I love that track. That is amazing. That is so good. Holy crap. Yeah, where would I place this? 100% I gotta go amazing. I'm be honest with you, the beginning of this year had some absolute heat albums, right? I'm gonna be honest with you, I think it's near the middle to end of the year where we really get like some really bad albums, and like bad albums and EPs. But I think as of right now, we are gonna have a lot of great to amazing albums. And the most streamed song on this album is not that high. It is only 7 million. Okay. This is the highest like stream track. Damn. Yo, Jen, I really like this song. I don't think it's a diamond, but it's a really good song. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna give that a W. I really enjoyed that. I think lyrically that was very good. It was simplistic lyrically, but I think honestly it was a very simplistic track, but it was a really like heavy hitter track. Oh, this is cool. Hey. Yo, I like this. This is really good. Yeah, that was really good. I love that. You know, I love this album. This album was really well produced. I'm gonna put it in great. I think that is a great album, and I think it deserves to be in great. I would put it at amazing, but I do remember there being like some flaws, but it was still like a very, very great album. So this was another album that I didn't actually react to on the channel, but I absolutely love this album. This album was probably my album of the year for a good solid bit until another few albums came out and then some other albums replaced it. But we're gonna start with the Black Seminole. What's wrong? Hey. What's wrong? Hands on your head. His response. No, head general. Yeah, this is really good. Dude, this is so good. Ooh. Dude, this is so good. That was amazing. I absolutely loved it. That is 100% diamond. Such an amazing track, such a beautiful album. Yeah, this was honest to God my album of the year for the longest time, but I'm still gonna put it amazing. Such a beautiful album, so amazingly produced, amazingly sung, amazingly written, and that says a lot because this is a Lil Yachty album. You gotta remember that this is a Lil Yachty album. Actually, you know what? Let me make this bigger. There you go. Okay, so I did re-listen to this album a week ago. We will be listening to its biggest song, which is Tormenta. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. That was kind of a mid track. Again, it's not one of those songs that I ever came back to. Like, I listened to a lot of the songs off this album, but that honestly might be the most lackluster track. I'd say there's a lot of mediocre songs on the album. I do think the production is good on the album, but I will say there are some issues with this album that could be better. You know, some lyrics, some vocal performance issues. I do think it's still a good album. I don't think it's a mid album. There's more positives that outweigh the negatives, you know? So for that, I don't got any problems with that album. Okay, so much for Stardust. I did get like a decent amount of hate for because I wasn't really too into the album. Wait, this album has Ethan Hawke on it? What the hell? See, this makes sense on why it's the most streamed song. Like, this is genuinely a good song. The rest of the album, Yeah, no, I still really like that song. That's still massive W. Oh, I pressed it twice. Yeah, this is still a very good track. I think it's a massive W. Would I say every track on there is like that? No, to be honest. I do think most of the tracks are very mid. There are some good tracks on there, but I think this is one of those times where, you know, the good doesn't really outweigh the bad because it's a 13-track album, and like when there's only a few W's and more mids on it, the best I can do is give it a mid. So the most streamed song on here is Moonlight. I actually really love this album. This is actually another album that I didn't listen to on the channel. I actually listened to it on my own, and I actually really love this album. That's a really good song. I'm actually surprised that the song isn't bigger, or like this album itself isn't more streamed as I thought it was. I thought this album was a lot more streamed because I hear a lot of these songs like trending on social media a lot, especially on like TikTok, people using the songs in their videos and stuff. So I'm surprised that there's not as many streams as I saw, other than with this song that has like 500 million. This is kind of the same situation where with SOS, where this is such like an overplayed song, but it still holds up, you know? It's overplayed because it's good. It's not like overplayed because it's like a trend on like TikTok like the other song was. Like, this is still like a really well made song. Yo, this is a really nice bridge. I'm gonna put it amazing. Like, genuinely, I absolutely love this album. I think vocally this album is amazing. I think lyrically it's great. It's so well written. Production, absolutely insane. I absolutely love the production on this track or this album. There is really nothing wrong with this album. Like, this is such a well developed album. So this album, I will say, this album was one of the albums that shrunk on me a lot compared to the rest of the albums. I think the track that we're about to listen to is top 5 of the year for me out of all the songs I've listened to. So I'm really excited for this. Dude, Billy's vocals are absolutely insane on this track too. I would argue that this has some of Billy's best background vocals, if not just vocals in general. Like, this really shows that she is not a whisper singer. Like, if she wants to use her chest to sing or use her chest vocals, she can. It's so amazingly produced. Do you hear her background vocals? Listen to her back. Listen to the background vocals. Alright, but yeah, that was amazing. That was phenomenal. Like I said, this is easily one of my favorite tracks of the year, which is why I'm gonna give it an emerald. Like, that was so phenomenally produced, phenomenally written, phenomenally like sung. Everything about this track was phenomenally made. I think that album, like, even though it has that phenomenal track on it, you know, I do think that a lot of the other tracks are lackluster, you know. I do think production's amazing. I think vocals are amazing. I think lyrics are great. And you know what, I'll put it at great. I think it's a great album. Screw it. It did shrink on me a lot. Like, it before, it was like one of my album of the years, but now it's just great. Like, it's a great album. Never Felt So Alone, definitely top 3 songs of the year for me. Okay, so this next one's gonna be a little touchy. We got Portals by Melanie Martinez. I haven't returned to this album, so I'm only gonna listen to one song, which is going to be the most streamed song, which is Void. I actually recorded a video for this. I never uploaded it due to the fact that how much hate the YouTuber Brad Tasted Music was getting, and Anthony Fantano and a lot of other art people. I got, you know, cold feet in uploading the video. So I'm gonna listen to this. I'm gonna be respectful, but I'm still gonna keep my opinions. But to be honest, I don't even remember any of these songs. I remember this having a weird, I remember the track, right? I remember this listening to this track, and I remember all the rest of the track. Like, there was some freaking garbage on here, but I do remember this probably being like one of the only ones I liked. Like, a gap between her two. Like, when she talks with like a lisp, like this, like a lisp. Like, you can kind of hear it. I'm sure I sound like that every once in a while because I have the gap too. Yeah, that was Void. It wasn't bad. I'll give it a mid. It was alright. It wasn't anything special. I do think this album is very weird. Like, I don't really like the concept of this album. Like, I get the concept. It's nothing like special. It's just breaking out of her cage and becoming someone she was previously and transitioning into a new era or whatever. It's not a new concept. I'm gonna put it in bad. It wasn't that great of an album.
We were good, we were gold.
Alright, I'm gonna be 100% with you. I hate this album. I'm not gonna lie. I do not like this album. I think vocally, this album's bad. Lyrically, this album's bad. There's not much good about Endless Summer Vacation. We'll listen to Flowers, and that's as far as I'm going. The only track I remember liking was Jaded. Dude, my mother played this song so much when it first came out, bro. It was so bad. Alright, we're good with this song. I'm good. I'm gonna give this I'm gonna give it a no. That was horrible. I think vocally it's bad, I think lyrically it's bad, everything about it's bad. I do not enjoy this album. Like, it is not a good album. There's like one good track on this album, everything else is it's mid to like just plain out, just barely listenable. Yeah, this is gonna go in bad. Alright, so next up we got Foo Fighters. The Foo Fighters, there's a song on here I absolutely adored. I really love this album. Like, this is one of my favorite albums of the year. So my favorite track on this album's Rest. I remember giving this an emerald. Just for you. Nah, it is. I remember this made me cry, I think. Maybe I could make you laugh. Such a beautiful album. Ooh. By far, like, the best closer song of the year. I'm not even joking. This sounds sad, like insanely sad. Oh, I just realized I'm about to go on a complete emotional roller coaster in this video. And welcome to my second favorite song of the year. God, that is freaking beautiful. Oh god, that was amazing. That is 100% a freaking emerald. That is gorgeous. Like I said, that is easily my second favorite song of the year, like, by far. That is amazing. Holy crap, this album just in general is amazing. Like, I think a lot of the production on this album is just phenomenal. I think writing on this album is amazing, lyrically is amazing, there's no doubt about it. This album is genuinely just an amazing album, and I think well deserves to be up here in this category. Ooh, the Maybe Man. So, by the way, we're not going in order anymore. I think at first we were kind of going in order. Now we've lost track of order. So, whatever. The Maybe Man, actually, I will argue, is the best AJR album by far. Like, there is no doubt about it. This is the best AJR album. Inertia is by far my favorite song on here, so we'll listen to that. Oh, by the way, this is coming from someone who absolutely despises AJR. For once, I'm gonna give them the props. Like, this is definitely like a genuinely decent album. Jay, like, this is a good album. Maybe literally just because of how bad their other albums are, getting like a decent album like makes it sound like it's just like amazing. Because in all honesty, this isn't like a great album, okay? It's a good album. It's not great. Hey. I will say this reminds me a lot of like John Bellion, but like surprisingly not in like a cheap copy way. Like, it genuinely sounds like it actually works for once. Normally when they try to rip off John Bellion, it never works. Like, it just sounds corny, but like this actually works. Yeah, no, that was a great song. I actually have no issues with that song. That's definitely a massive W. Do I think this album is amazing? It is not an amazing album, okay, in all honesty. But for AJR standards, it is amazing. So that's why I'm gonna put it at good. I think it's a good album. I don't mind it. Like, genuinely, I do not mind this album. Would it be something that I return to? Hell no. But I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt because they could deserve it. You know, they deserve a break. This is their break. I'm giving them their break, okay? Leave it at that. This album's good. This album is freaking phenomenal. We're gonna play my favorite song, which is My Eyes. I'm really excited for this. Because this part is good, but it gets destroyed by the second half. Here it comes. This is by far this is good. Wait, here we have that beat switch. That beat switch is insane. Like, it's so well produced. This entire album is just phenomenally produced. I'm gonna argue something. I do think this is better than National World. Clear out of my face and my picture perfect. Do I look fried? I push better feelings I had to the side. I replay them nights and right by my side. All I see is the sea. This is the best rap verse of the year. I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, that was My Eyes, 100% Diamond. I love that song. That is such an amazing song. That is honestly an honorable mentions for like one of the best songs of the year. But I think that verse, that second half of the song, like when the beat switch happens and then he goes into like the actual rap itself, that literally is one of the best verses this year. Like, might be the best rap verse this year. And that is why I am 100% gonna be playing this album amazing. This album is so damn good. Like, honest to God, we've had such a good year for like amazing albums. There's been so many like genuinely amazing albums this year. Like, I think production's amazing. I think the features were amazing. I think lyrically was amazing. By far, that is my favorite rap album of the year. 100%. Okay, next up is Post Malone, Austin. Oh, there's bonus songs now. I didn't know that. Honestly, this album, stream-wise, not as streamed as much as I thought it would be. Like, his last album still even had like a lot of streams, even though it wasn't like as loved. All right, I'm gonna argue something. I think the reason why this album flopped in terms of like Post Malone isn't because this is a bad album. It's because it released the same day as Utopia. That's what was the issue. If this would have released any other week, this would have done numbers. But the fact they released the same day as Utopia, that destroyed its momentum. Dude, I love this song. This song is so good. Yo, by the way, I don't know of how many people caught that. This is such a clean line right here. Because the fact that he not only he references the song for Elise, which if you guys don't know what that song is, have you ever listened to any sort of classical music before? That's like one of the most iconic songs ever created. I don't know what you're even doing not hearing that song. You've heard the song. No way you haven't heard the song. But the fact that he says the word but then proceeds to sing the notes. That is so clever, and I love that. The fact that he says the word and then proceeds to like sing the actual notes of the song. I love the choir. That's such a cool like bit of the song, you know? That was Something Real by Post Malone. I'm gonna give that a diamond. I love that. This is by far my first song on the album. I think it might be the most played song on the album. No, it's not. It's Chemicals. But still, honestly, this is a great album. I genuinely think the only reason it underperformed was because of Utopia. Do I think it's better than Utopia? At first I did, but the more I listened to Utopia, the more I realized, yeah, no, this is better than Post Malone's album. But yeah, it's still a great album. I really do love it. And honestly, there are a lot of tracks on this album that I still, you know, come back to regularly. Enough money to afford nice shoes. With this album, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't want to listen to like a ukulele. So I listen to the most streamed song. It's a decent album, but I just don't feel like listening to a ukulele today. I'm not gonna lie. Girlfriends and a golden goose and a golden tooth, man. What about you? Nobody knows me. I do the same shit. Okay, that's enough ukulele for today. Yeah, it's a decent album. It's okay. I don't think it's a bad album. There's some decent tracks on it, but in all honesty, it's not a great album. I'm gonna put it mid. There's a lot of good tracks on it, but honestly, since I've listened to it, I re-listened to it a few times, and I recently re-listened to it. Actually, recently I re-listened to all these projects. But like on again listen, it just shrunk on me a lot, and it's just an album that just has way too many forgettable tracks, outweigh the bad. Like, I cannot put it any higher than mid. Ooh, we have a Taylor Swift one next. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't want to listen to any of these because they're just so long and boring. I'll listen to the one with Haley Williams. This really feels like a early 2000s song. But this is more just not really the fact that I need to re-listen to them. I've already listened to these tracks. Like, I've re-listened to all these albums already, but I'm just kind of playing these tracks just to give you guys more of a taste of what they sound like. This is pretty much what the entire album sounds like. Okay, yeah, there's like a lot of this song left, and I don't feel like listening to the rest of this. Yeah, it's okay. I'll give it a mid. I remember liking this song, but I think this song just kind of shrunk on me. This whole album really shrunk on me, to be honest. I remember when I first reacted to it, I think I had to like stop and then record the next day because it was just so like sluggish and boring. And I listened to this not too long ago, like a week or two ago, while I was just doing stuff, and honest to God, I had to take it off because it was just so boring. That's why I'm gonna put it in mid. I think the production, like, value is good. I think it is a decent album. It's just not my style. It's too slow. The songs are very long. Vocals are amazing on this album, but I feel like that's all that's going for it, and the lyrics are really well written, but too sluggish for me, and that's why I'm gonna put it at mid. I got blindsided, couldn't see it in the slide. All right, so I'm gonna record the rest of this tonight, but we're gonna end this on just a phenomenal note, which is Dreams EP. I'm not looking forward to this. Let's see. I saw me when I looked at you, so now yeah, I'm not putting myself through that torture just to show you guys what the song sounds like. Where's the thing? There we go. We're gonna put it where it belongs. There we go. I think that's the only justifiable place to put it. Okay, so next up we got 1989 by Taylor Swift, the Taylor version. Now this one, I'm gonna be honest with you, I do think this one also shrunk on me, just like the other Taylor Swift album. Definitely not as much. There's still some very good tracks on this album, but it definitely shrunk on me. That's all I'll say. Alright. Wait, why is there... Wait a second, I just realized something. There's 2 audio files. Why is there 2 desktop audios? No wonder I'm like always hearing double. I was so confused. Like when I was editing this, I was confused. Like, why am I hearing double, like the instrumentals? Why are like the songs so loud compared to my voice? It's because there's another desktop audio too for some reason. That explains so much. Damn. All right. Hey. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna admit, all right, I'm gonna admit something, all right, and I don't care what y'all say. Also, the vinyls are gone. I gotta put them back up, but I like this song. That might be a hot take. I'm a man, and I like this song. I don't care what you say. It's kind of a fire song. I will say, like, production-wise, like, this album is so much better than the original. Like, genuinely, it is very well produced, like, and written, sung. Like, this is really well made. Like, I will still admit, right, there are a lot of tracks on this album that did shrink on me a lot, but for the most part, like, the heavy hitters are still, like, very heavy hitters on this album. Yeah, again, no problems with this, no issues. I think lyrics are very good, I think vocals are very good, I think production on this album is very good. There are some songs that kind of shrunk on me a lot, but that's just, I mean, this album has like, what, 22, 23 tracks on it, so it was bound to have some songs that weren't gonna age as good as other songs. So yeah, for that, I'm still gonna give it a good. I still think it's a very good album. Definitely far better than Taylor Swift's what was it called? I forgot what this one's called. Was this... That's not Fearless. See, that's how forgettable this one is. Way better than that one.
They sang folk songs from the 40s.
Alright, so next up we got Ocean Boulevard by Lana Del Rey. So this was actually the album that dethroned Lil Yachty's album as my album of the year, and then it got taken down by another album, which we will be getting into later. But this album was absolutely amazing. I do return to a lot of the songs on this album. We will only react to one song from it because I don't have too much time. So we're gonna listen to my favorite song on the album, Kintsugi. There's still no damn lyrics on this album either. Ooh, nah, vocals are so beautiful on this album. And genuinely some of the best vocals I've ever heard on an album. Ooh, she has a vinyl for this. Maybe I'll get it. You know, I would get the vinyl, but I'm gonna be 100% with y'all. If I got this vinyl, I think my parents would question it. My parents might kick me out if I got this vinyl because of that cover art. Not saying it's bad cover art, it's a cool cover art, but my parents are religious, so it wouldn't go very good. Ooh. Oh, this is beautiful. This by far has some of the best writing I've ever listened to on an album before. Whew. Oh my god. Yeah, that is 100% a diamond. I absolutely love that song. That song is absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, genuinely, this album altogether has some of the best writing I've seen this year, some of the best production, best vocals. Like, honestly, I will argue that has the best vocals I've heard this year by far. This is easily why it's gonna be my top 3 album of the year. 100% deserves to be up there. Honestly, I would put it up here. I would give it my album of the year, but there is an album on this list that is better. All right, you know, there is an album on this that is better than that album and every other album on this list. There is. Next album is A Load in a Crowd by Oliver Tree. Now this one also didn't really shrink on me, but it's not that bad of an album. I think vocally there's a lot of good tracks on here. I think there's a lot of just, you know, genuinely good tracks on here, but I will say there is a lot of mid tracks on here and songs that I would never return to, right? So I'm gonna listen to the only song that I return to, which is One and Only. Also, Miss You, I never even counted because of how bad it is. I don't exist here anymore. Dude, that instrumental goes so hard. Yeah, it was a good track. I don't really got any complaints about it. I'll give it an easy W. I think vocally was good, instrumentally was good. All around, it's just a really good song. Can I say the same for every single track on this album? No, I do think there's a lot of pretty mediocre songs, especially to Oliver Tree standards, because I do know he can do great production, but I feel like he didn't really tap into that too much in this album, so that's why I'm just gonna be giving it a good, because it is a good album, but there are a lot of okay-ish tracks.
She say, rub my body. I wanna feel you.
Alright, this one I'm not looking forward to. Next up, we got Trippie Redd's album. I forgot the name of it because he came out with like 3 albums this year, but I did re-listen to this and I don't. Oh, it's A Love Letter to You 5. This album sucked. It's no other thing I can really say. It sucked. This is like the only tolerable song on the album too. It's alright, it's not bad. Oh, I forgot he did this. I keep forgetting he really likes to like say the same word over and over again like this. And for this song, it kind of worked. It's okay, but later I'm gonna show you a song from another album of his that's on here. Is bad. It's really bad. Yeah, I'll give it like a mid. It's okay. It's not that bad of a song. It's nothing that I ever return to. You know, I have never returned to this song, and I've only ever returned to this album once, just because I had to re-listen to it for this tier list video, and I didn't want to listen to it again, and I listened to it, and I didn't like it just as much as I didn't like it before when I listened to it. Gonna go in beyond trash, because it's a trash album. There's no good tracks on this album. Like it's just copy and paste tracks that he does with every single album he does. So I'm sorry, but it's a bad album.
21. Can you do something for me?
Alright, so Her Loss is technically a Drake and 21 Savage album, but to be honest, I only like to call it a 21 Savage album because in all honesty, he carries it. There's not a single song that he's on that he doesn't carry Drake on his back. And I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Can you do something for me? No, what he's actually wanting to ask is 21, can you carry me? That's all he wants him to do, is just carry him on these tracks. Yeah. Yeah, it is a good song. Like, the album itself is not bad. It's just Drake is not great. So, like, I could easily put this album in good, but I can't go higher than that because Drake just does not do good on this track, on this album. Everyone else does good, but Drake doesn't. It's not bad, it's just not that great. I don't feel like dealing with this album anymore, so I'm just gonna put it a high mid, and that's it. Leave it at that. Okay, so next one is kind of a shocker because I didn't expect, you know, someone like Addison Rae to release an album, but she did. Or an EP. Apologies, it wasn't an album. Yeah, she released her EP AR, and honestly, it wasn't that bad of an EP. Like, I was expecting a lot worse. I was like expecting Dixie D'Amelio level bad music, but genuinely, it got some decent songs on it. It's good. This is good. It's a fun song. Like, it's nothing like too insane, but it's like, it's a fun song. Hey. Yeah, really good EP. Like, I got no complaints about this EP. Well, no, I do have complaints about this EP. You know, there's some trash songs on here, but there is really solid tracks on here. You know, there's some solid tracks on here. There's some solid ideas. Like, I don't really have too many major complaints about this. Like, it's her first EP, it's her first project, so I can't really go too harsh on it. So I'm gonna give it a mid, but it's not bad. You know, it's got ideas, it's got concept, and you could tell that she's kind of, you know, trying to figure out what she's trying to go for. And there are some good tracks on here, so I can't give it a bad. I can't say it's bad because it's not bad. So this one I'm very excited for. It's Scrapyard 1 by Quadeca. Now I'm not 100% sure if this released before any of these other albums, but I'm gonna guess it did. But I'm very excited for this because I absolutely love this EP, and I'm a little biased to Quadeca because I've been listening to him a lot. Take it all apart. Take it all apart. Hey. I love the ideas and concepts of this song. Like, it's just a fun song. Hey. Also, I love Brankins's vocals on there. Like, genuinely, this dude's really good, and I do want to react to him, and I probably will next year, which I mean is only a week or two away. So, like, let me know if I should react to this guy. Woo. That was amazing. I love that. I'm definitely gonna give that massive W. I think, in all honesty, this is just a really cool idea and concept for like a series of EPs, and I think this is a great way to start it. I don't got any problems with it. Do I think it's the best one out of the bunch? No. So I'm gonna put it in good because I think it's great. I think it's a very good EP.
I do whatever I want. I kind of that money for fun.
Alright, so next up we got Her Loss, aka Mid album. It's not bad, it's just there's nothing here that's very special about this album. I think there's a lot of just issues with Drake, and I'm not gonna say that I have major problems with Drake. I don't mind Drake. I just think, I don't know, recently with a lot of his albums, he started to become, and I'm gonna offend a lot of people by saying this, he's coming very much like Eminem, where it doesn't feel like he's trying, you know? It kind of just feels like he's saying whatever and just kind of hoping things hit. So I'm gonna listen to the most streamed song, which I do have Yeat's album on here too, which is cool. So we're gonna listen to that one too. What if I want? I love how random Drake just decides to appear on the song. Like, it doesn't even feel like his song. It feels like a Yeat song. That's what I've been trying to say. This album doesn't feel like a Drake album. It feels like a compilation of a bunch of songs that Drake features on. He's not the main part of these songs anymore. It feels like the main part of the songs are the features. Like, this didn't even feel like a Drake song. It feels like a Yeat song with Drake on it. Like, this is definitely the best song off the album. Though I really do like Yeat. Like, he's definitely growing on me a lot more the more I listen to him. But yeah, that was a W. I liked it. Oh, come on, just work. There you go. Yeah, it was a W. I like Yeat. I think he did very good on track. Drake did okay on the track too. I think he did pretty solid. But again, this album doesn't really feel like a Drake album. It feels like a bunch of songs that Drake features on. I'm gonna put it in good. All right, it's not a bad album. It's a good album, but it just doesn't feel much like a Drake album. Alright, so next up is Yeat's album, which honestly, it's not that bad. I actually kind of dig the album. It does a lot of things that not many people do anymore. There's a lot of cool ideas with the album. There's a lot of cool, you know, concepts. You know, a lot of people call him a Playboi Carti ripoff, but he does his own thing too. Like, it's really cool. You know, something I will say, I'm very surprised he's never done a song with Yeat yet, like Playboi Carti. Where's the song? Like, I feel like this is a collaboration all their fans want, is a collaboration between Yeat and Playboi Carti. Not gonna lie, I feel like that would probably break the internet. Blah, blah. It's a good song. I don't think it's the best on the album though. I think there's definitely a lot better tracks on this album. But still solid. Yeah, I'll give it a W. I liked it. I thought lyrically it was pretty cool. Some cool ideas with the song, but I feel like it's a little more lackluster compared to a lot of the other tracks, which is kind of surprising. I would have thought a lot of his other tracks would have been a lot bigger than this, but apparently this is the most streamed one, and this is like his most tame one I've heard from him. Altogether, I do like this album. I think it's a pretty good album. Put it, you know, right there. I think it's pretty good. I like the ideas and concepts. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that, but I do. I like the concepts of it. Alright, so this one I'm gonna get hate for, alright? But it's NF Hope, aka the most melodramatic, pretentious album of the year, in my opinion. There's just not much I like about this album. I'm shocked it's as popular as it is. I don't even understand how it's this popular, but it's very popular. Yes, you do. I kid you not, every time I hear the song, I say the same thing every time that line comes up. Yes, you do. You make so many subpar songs. No crap. You don't aim it. But the thing is, he doesn't take risks either. Like he says, talking about risks, I take those. You don't take them. Your music has not changed at all since you started back in what, like 2013, 2012? There has been no difference in any of the albums. Yeah, no, Quadeca carries this song so much, he carries it. Oh god, I can't. It's so annoying. Oh god, this song sucks, and don't think I'm gonna play Pandemonium. I will kill myself if I have to listen to that song again. Let me put the rating, because I have to go all the way here to put the rating. We'll put a mid, just for Corday, you know, Corday carried that. If it wasn't for Corday, I would give this a dumpster fire. I'm gonna put this at just bad. You know, it's not the worst album on here, but it's pretty damn bad. It's pretty close to one of the worst. Alright, so next up we got Guts, another album that genuinely, it's kind of one of those albums that like shrunk and then grew on me, you know? Like it was really good when I listened to it, then it shrunk a little bit and then it grew again the more I listened to it. Like I've changed my rating on this album so many times, but genuinely I do love this album. I do love this song. This song is very, very pretty. Nah, this is so pretty. I like this. Like, this is genuinely amazing. Goddamn vampire. Nah, I love this song. I don't care what anyone says. Hate all you want. Olivia Rodrigo, she be hitting. Her music do be hitting. Yeah, no, I love this song. This is a really good song. But yeah, it was Vampire. What was that? I think vocally was very good. I think lyrically was very good. Instrumentally was very good. I think this whole album's like that though. Like there's just so many good tracks on this album. It's a very fun album. There's really nothing you can really complain about with this album. So that's why I'm gonna put this album at great, because I love the album. I think it's a great album. Also, I'm gonna make one change to this. I'm gonna put her here. Now this might offend a few people, but I'm gonna put her here because I do love this album, but I don't think it's better than SOS. I think SOS has a lot more hits on it. I do think there might be like one song on here that I'm not a big fan of. But yeah, absolutely love Guts. Great album. I forget which album is which with him. It's just, they're all garbage. Mansion Musik. Of course, Atlantis, one of the only songs I liked, isn't even available in my country. So we'll listen to Nightcrawler. Bro carries a song so heavily, dude. It's not even corny. First thing first, I pop a pill, and after that, I left the seal. Yo, dude, bro. Dude, I wish this song just didn't have Trippie. I wish this was just a normal Juice WRLD song, because he absolutely snapped on this song. Also, I want to hear more heavier songs from Juice. Like, I do like the sad songs he makes too, but like this man, when he snaps, he snaps. You pop the ceiling, I crack the ceiling. Literally one of his only good verses, I'm not even joking. I think the best part about this song is how little Trippie Redd actually raps in this song, even though it like has some of his better bars and better verses, and like one of his more better verses. Like I just love how little he's in it. He just lets Juice carry. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna give that a W. I absolutely love that song. I think that's probably Trippie's best song. Other than that song, it's not good enough to make this album into the good section. It's still a trash song. So I'm gonna put it in Beyond Trash, because that's where it deserves to be, in Beyond Trash. It's just a bad album. Ooh, alright, so next up we got Scrapyard 2. Scrapyard 2, I'm excited for this one. Dude, we're coming to the end, bro. Holy crap. Scrapyard 2, I absolutely love. Like, this album's so good. I think, like, the ideas and concept of this album are absolutely insane. Or this EP, my bad. I love the concept, you know? It's just such a cool idea, because each song on this EP, and including the last EP, like every single song sounds different from each other. They don't feel like they're supposed to work, but they do work together. And I don't even think they're meant to work together. Production on this album, or this EP, is insane. Like, phenomenal. Take to my core. Oh. That's Diamond. I love that. That song's so good. I think lyrically it was amazing. I think vocally it was amazing. Production amazing. And even just through those 3 tracks that are on the EP, highly recommend you go listen to that EP. That is easily why I'm going to be putting it at great. No, I'm going to put Foo Fighters there, and I'm going to put this here. No, I'm going to put this down here too, because I feel like I don't want that to be too cramped, you know, the amazing. But Foo Fighters is definitely a great album. Like, there's a lot of great tracks on there. I think I just kind of got carried away with the rest, so that kind of gave me a little blindside. I do think it's a great EP. I think every single song on there is amazing. It's just gonna stay there for now, because I don't want to overcrowd amazing, you know. Alright, so next up is 100 Gecs, 10,000 Gecs. I'm gonna be honest with you, kind of forgot to re-listen to it, but I do remember I oddly enough enjoyed the CP. I never want to hear y'all tell anyone I said that, by the way. It's so good. It's good, dude. I can't even deny it. Like, it goes unnecessarily hard. Whew. I love that sicko mode 808 they use. It's so funny because like the moment you hear it, you know exactly what song it's from, and I love how they use it. It's so dumb, but I love it. Alright, I'll give you the W. I'll give you all this W. Is really good, and this album is really good. I just love how it's so different from every other album that's released this year. I think lyrically it's dumb but fun. Instrumentally it's dumb but fun. Lyrically it's so stupid but so fun. Like it's like ADHD in an album, you know, and it just scratches that right part of my brain, which is why I'm gonna be giving it a good, and why I'm gonna be putting it in good. Okay, so next one you got is Scrapyard 3 by Quadeca. Man, Quadeca, I will say, he's been on that grind. I thought he was going to release another EP this year, but I think he might be releasing it this week. I'm not 100% sure. Absolutely love this EP. This is by far my favorite out of the three. I will say Guess Who goes absolutely hard for no reason. It's such a stupid beat, but it's so good. It goes unnecessarily hard. Bro, like a crap beat like this, it shouldn't go this hard. I'll be honest with you, this might be one of my most streamed songs of the year. It's by far my most streamed from him. Like, I don't know why I absolutely love this song so much, but I just adore this song. It is so badly produced, but amazingly produced at the same time, and it goes so hard, especially lyrically. It does have like a very like heavy Playboi Carti feel. Yeah, it's so good. No, yeah, that's still an absolute banger song. That's still like a diamond track. Let me just put it up there. It deserves to be up here with the greats. Like it is, dude. Quadeca is really just proving to people how versatile of an artist he is, and just how amazing of an artist he can be. You know, he's like just absolutely spitting in all the people's face who say that he can't be versatile and that he can't be more than just a YouTube rapper. Alright, so we're back with more Trippie Redd because yes, this man decided to release 3 albums this year. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm about to show you the song that really pissed me off, and what I was talking about earlier when I started saying about like the repeating the same word multiple times. We're gonna be listening to Peppy Lit, and you might know this song, or at least this instrumental. Ooh, there's lyrics. And it starts out so good, like you think he's about to snap on this song, you know, and then he does this. And that just ruins the entire song. Bars he was spitting, and then just 100 lits. Like, bro, come on. Like, it just ruins the vibe of the song, you know? Yeah, no, this song's a complete ass. I'm not listening to any more of that. That was horrible. We're gonna give that a mega L. Yeah, again, there was so much, like, potential in that. You know, this man bought out a generational beat, and it's not the first time, you know? We had that, and then we had Mr. Rage, which he somehow botched with not letting Mario Judah be on the track, and instead Playboi Carti, when he could have had Mario Judah and Playboi Carti be on the track. And let's be honest here, Mario Judah's version is so much better than what Trippie Redd made, and he ruined that like generational beat for like the 2020s, and then he took another generational beat of the 2020s with the Peppy lore meme and did that. So for that, I'm gonna be putting it at Beyond Trash, right where it belongs. And you know what, I'm gonna put this Trippie Redd album back right where it belongs because he pissed me off a little more with this one. So yeah, I think Trippie's albums just amazing at doing one thing, and that's being Beyond Trash. Alright, I'm not really excited for this one, but next up we got Mysteries for the Rats. I just recently listened to it, so I didn't need to re-listen to the album because I just listened to it like last week. I'm not listening to Mexico. That was horrible. We're just gonna re-listen to Gross. I shouldn't have to re-listen to this. I should have just gave it the rating. I already know I'm gonna regret this. Yep. See, the nice thing is that I know damn well that no Penelope Scott fans are gonna watch this video, so I can be a little more honest than I was in that video. This is dog shit. This is complete other crap. I'm gonna listen to a few more seconds, and if it doesn't get better, I'm gonna turn it off. I'm just gonna give it the rating. Yep, that's enough. Yeah, that was there we go. Horrible. EP itself is just really bad. There's like one song on here that's kind of tolerable, but other than that, the EP is just horrible. There's horrible mixing, horrible lyrics, vocally just really bad. It's way better than her previous EP, you know, the Hazard EP with Self-Care on it. Way better than that, but not by much. So I might give her the benefit of doubt and just put in bad, but I don't want to because it's just that bad. So we're gonna put it here. Alright, so the next album is Trouble in Paradise by Ryan Caraveo. So I did actually react to this like 2 days ago. I'm gonna play like one song just to give you guys a taste of what it's like, but I wasn't able to release the video because the footage corrupted and I had no audio. The audio just didn't want to work, and I think the reason why it was doubling now in the video and the audio was really loud was because I was messing with it, trying to fix that issue that happened. It's great, everything's great. It's a good album though. I do genuinely like this album. Like, it's a fun album. Ooh. It was very good track. I really love this song. Yo, the instrumentals are very good on this album. Yeah, no, this album is very good. I really do I really appreciate this album. Yeah, that was definitely a great track. I loved it. Altogether, I do really love this album. It's just a really fun album to listen to, and it really does suck that I wasn't able to release my reaction to the album. But I can show you that I did listen to it. Like, wait, how do I take it off? As you can see, I do have, I don't know if it's gonna show, but I do have a bunch of the songs saved. So I did react to it. It's definitely an album that I might not return to a lot, but there's a lot of songs I would definitely return to. For that, I'm gonna put it at a great. I think it's a great album. Do I think it's on the level of a lot of the other albums? No, but it's just a very well-made album, a very fun album to listen to. Here we are, the final album, the album that I've been saving, because this is the album that's most special to me. Now, there's a little bit of a story with this album, okay? So before I reacted to Sufjan Stevens' album, Javelin, I kind of was dogging on him a little bit because I reacted to a song from him called Chicago. And I will be honest with you, I didn't really listen to it. During a live stream, I had my friends in the live stream, were chatting, talking over the song the entire time. So I wasn't really giving it a fair listen to, and then they started saying it was bad, and then I kind of just went off them because I didn't really pay attention to the song at all. So I kind of continued that until I listened to this album. You know, I didn't expect much of this album at all, but it ended up being one of the greatest albums I've ever listened to on this channel. And today we are going to be listening to my favorite song, Shit Talk. Fun fact, this is actually my most streamed song of the year, by the way. This and then another song by Quadeca. It's so beautiful. It's just like the atmosphere of the song is just so good. It's so well written. It's so beautifully written. Oh, dude, it's so beautiful. And by the way, this is my song of the year. 100% this is my song of the year. There's no doubt about it that this is not my song of the year. This part, absolutely gorgeous, by the way. Yeah, y'all just gotta listen. You gotta listen. I don't wanna fight at all. And it's just like this little build up. Just keep listening. Ooh. The background vocals, dude. It's so beautiful. Everything, the build up and everything, dude. And then he mixes both, and it's just, oh. It just comes together so beautifully. Everything. It's like a build-up. Like, okay, this is the best way I can put it, okay? If you listen to How to Train Your Dragon soundtrack, right, and listen to Test Drive, you will hear something very cool, okay? So during that song, in that scene, you see the moment where Hiccup is taking control of Toothless, and then you have that first set of instruments. And then when Toothless takes control, you have that second set of instruments that are, you know, going, right? And then by the end of it, right, when all hope is lost because they can't work together, you know, they start falling in that scene and they're about to hit the water. And right when they're about to hit the water, they both find each other in a sense and bond and work together. And both instrumentals connect and then create this beautiful symphony. First off, that's another reason why I absolutely love that song. But this is pretty much the same thing. You have the first set of vocals and instrumentals that do its thing, and then the second set, and then by the end it builds up to this part where they both combine and make this absolute beautiful masterpiece. Dude, it's just so amazing. I love this song so much. But yeah, 100% that's an emerald. That song, absolutely gorgeous. There's nothing you can tell me otherwise to say that song's not gorgeous. Literally every single song on this album is gorgeous, and there is not a single W on this album because every single song is a diamond or higher. Because this is the only album that I've had this year that has had every single song be a diamond or higher. Maybe Lana's album came close, but that actually had a W or two on there. But this, every single song had a diamond or higher, and that is why Sufjan Steven, congratulations, you have my album of the year. So yeah, that's my tier list of 2023. As you guys can see, there was a lot of insanely great albums this year and a lot of stinkers too, but honestly I had so much fun making every single video except Dreams EP. I'm not gonna lie, that one was really bad. But yeah, let me know what your guys' favorite albums of the year are, maybe what your least favorite albums of the year are. And if you guys are interested, I will be leaving a link to my tier list that I made specifically for this video in the comments below. So if you guys want to do it yourselves and, you know, send me a picture through the Discord server, I will 100% love to see what your guys' thoughts on these albums are. But yeah, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, I would love it if you guys can subscribe and support the content. And other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, wherever you are. I'll see y'all in January. Peace.